Hello everyone, Inkdisk here and welcome to You Will Not Remain. This is a little Lovecraftian story where you're stuck in your apartment while some monster is outside eating the city. But you got a little doggo to keep you company, so it can't be too bad. Let's dive right in. Alright, no saving, got it. Now where am I? Oh, here we go. Wake up time, okay. Where? Oh, there I am. Again, how many more agains will you have? How long have you been here? Doesn't matter. I'd say it matters a little. Leaves are drooping, should water it. The oval watering can and take it to the plant. Soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. Never been good with plants, and sometimes trying it too hard is what kills them. Still have plenty of grounds an instant when you were desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. Making as much ritual as is comfort, you cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. Grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, the strange shapes your hands make around the porcelain. Pour it down the sink, wash the cup before putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. It helps to have a routine, especially if you gotta be isolated like this with the monster out there. Channel after channel of nothing. Is it getting bigger or was it always that size? If you were prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. When you're not, haven't been for some time, you've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. Either way, that thing's pretty damn big. We better head back inside before we go crazy. Not much else to do. You could walk in circles around the apartment, or you could go back to bed. Oh, doggo. Yep. Seems like a dog. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. You would have surely heard it before this. Still, that sounds like a dog. Better go see what it is, just in case. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you? You can do this. Come on. Like saying the words will help. Now, is that a voice in my head saying this stuff to me, or is that me saying this to myself? Like I'm two different people. Come on, open. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. Not until we find the dog. Yeah, it's only down the hall. No harm in going at least that far. That's gotta be the place. Something wrong with this apartment. Bark, bark, yeah. Well, it looks like a dog. It doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. It's thin, skin stretched tight across ribs, long body, all bones and hard angles. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. That's right. Everything is okay. I should give him some food. You want to come with me, boy? Sure, we'll have something better than whatever's in that window. Is that a yes? Dog jumps forwards before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pants happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Oh, down boy. Drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you, tongue lolling out of a mouth bisected by wickedly sharp teeth. Well, it's this way, I guess. Now, first, let's have a look at what that is. Alright. Not gonna let me check that out. It's like a giant purple hand in the window. Alright. Glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. How did the dog even get here? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say he flew in through the window. When if two of you leave, it'll be like nothing has ever been here at all. Dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air. Ah, who's a good boy? Just a little further, boy. Can I pet you more? No, apparently not. Well, at least we can get you here. Safe and sound. Dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. Glad to see you like it. Let's give you another pet. This isn't any excitement for one day. Time to go to sleep. Arf. Bed. Arf! Guess you're sleeping with me. I want to see if I can take him to the roof. Nope. And I don't like the static when I'm up there. Peel back the covers and slide into bed. Dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. When you've settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm metallic breath lulling you to sleep. Dreaming again. Remember being worried about her. Remember waiting anxiously at the door. Remember how the apartment still smelt of her for weeks, the sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. They don't smell like her anymore. Are we sure this is actually a Lovecraft thing and not just someone depressed, like having some hallucinations? Stay. No, you can't do this again. If you don't think about it, it's like it never happened. Stay inside, please. No. Oh, time to wake up. Okay, I'm up. Certainly one way to be woken up. Can't complain though, not when it saved you from... Alright, you have a dog now. A very strange looking dog. First thing, water the plant. Yeah, that's a good sign. The plant's getting bigger. Now doggo. Yeah, water, then fill the bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages, and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. It's eating so fast you barely see it chew. Better not throw that up. Let's see, what's this? Well, you fed the dog, might as well feed yourself. Cook with whatever you can find. Thankful for the electric stovetop. Shouldn't the power be out with that thing roaming about? It looks like it's covering half the city. You eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Oh, probably he wants to play fetch or go for a walk. Let's get a coffee first. Make coffee just like every Every morning, cradle the cup in your hands, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup until the liquid cools. Just like every other morning. This time, something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. Coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway, bitter all the way down. You can't be hungry, you just fed him. You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. Come on, boy, let's go out. Okay, you're the boss. It's time for walkies. Easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Hold yours. You should have gotten a little leash for the guy. You're gonna be lucky if he does. Is that thing gonna try to bite me? Alright. Anyway, as I was saying, he needs a leash and a collar. Otherwise, you can't be certain he's gonna stay safe out there. Never been up here? Oh, it's... You're worried if you stare too long, you might fall in. It doesn't seem too bad. Looks like it's practically just passing through the buildings like it's not even there. Dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment its eyes flash violet. No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. Throw the ball, message received. Yeah, time to play fetch. Who's a good boy? Almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that the vast otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. I'd say that if that thing were real, it'd be a bit harder to be distracted than with just a dog. Dog doesn't seem worried about it. Now, why would he be? He's either part of it or it's not there. What time is it? Pretty early in the morning. Noon, evening, probably midday. At least one of them, maybe even all of them. I think that's enough for one day. We can come back tomorrow. Well, we better. He seems like a good boy. You don't want to make him disappointed. Now, where's the exit? Oh, there we go. Someone's in a rush. Well, there's only one place to go, so where else will he go? What else can he do but rush? Good boy. Actually stayed at the door this time. Didn't take you long to figure out home. Dog looks proud of itself. Alright then. So tired? When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? About 10-15 minutes ago when you went on your balcony? Can't remember. I'm sorry. I think that's all I have for today. Guess this is my life now. There's worse things to have for your life. Got a dog, got your own apartment, got cold coffee. Crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them, not since. The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected, seeing as it's skin and bone. It cuddles into you, knife-long teeth, a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. Alright, what we doing in this stream now? I wish this was over. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence, no sound, no thought. type in her number into your phone. You know it by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. Okay, yeah, I'm calling it now that the abomination is not real. This is just someone needing to get over depression. The dog's gonna help, though therapy might be needed too. And it's hard to tell if this is a bad breakup or if they were already a little mentally unstable before that. It rings out. You try again and again and again. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. You try to convince yourself. Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. She has to be inside. Maybe already downstairs, just in time. Just in time. There's a happy pupper. I'm up. First things first, plant. I touch the soil, it's bone dry. Seems like it's always thirsty. A need so deep it couldn't be slaked by an ocean. Used to know something about need. Now you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. Now we go for dog. I think I'm gonna call you Rex. I know it's a standard name, but well, enjoy your breakfast. Slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? Can't remember. I'd say this is day 3 with him, technically. Should probably name them. Let's see what you're gonna... Can't keep calling him dog after all. That's very helpful. Okay, that... it is a pretty common name for a dog. Yep. Just a little weird that I actually guessed it. Oh well. Oh, no, never mind. He doesn't want it. Marble? What kind of name is that for a dog? I wouldn't even call a turtle Marble. You're not even trying with that. Marble sink, really? Okay. You don't actually like this dog, do you? Gas stove? Really? What's next? Radio? Shank's not bad. I'm not sold on lamb shake, but I'll accept it more than your previous choices. Oh, considering what you were calling him before, of course he's gonna be more receptive to lamb shank. Alright, you're the boss. Newly named lamb shank looks absurdly pleased with himself. Fine. Let's see. And we'll skip the coffee this morning. Go straight to plain fetch. Is this hallway getting longer? It could be in my imagination. Nothing has changed. Sky is... It's there. Don't think about it. The sky is looking normal. It's the big purple monster that's the oddity. How long has it been since you became stuck here? Can't be that long. You still have food and coffee. Someone could tell you it'd been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles in their back shift when you hold them. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. Can't really offer advice on that. Oh, that's enough. No, give him a little more throws. I mean, that's less throws than you did the last time. Yep, back to the apartment. Don't bite me. Make myself some breakfast. Should eat something, but maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? You didn't eat at all yet. You think I should eat lamb shank? Okay, good call. He's a good judge of character. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stovetop. I'm coming. Was that the door, or was that him? No one out there, so it must have been him barking. You and Landshank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. And now we're back in dreamland. You do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works. Now the radio's actually going on its own this time. Don't look at the sky. Sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? Well, let's go out and look. Yep, it's... How? It hurts to look at. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. Why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home and everything will be the way it always was. You gotta move on. Regardless of if this thing's real, you're really... You can't focus too much on the breakup. Otherwise, it will, like, as you can see here, it will drive you mad. And that's no good. Anyway, wonder what happens if I stay too long. Static just ends. Oh well. Radio. Let's have a listen. This is your public service announcement. The voice is robotic, clinical, and detached while the world forever changes. Don't let anyone in that comes from outside for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone in that returns from the outside. We repeat, people from the outside are displaying signs. Doggo. There's something weird going on, and like I said, I can't tell if it's a matter of you're not actually in an eldritch thing. Take care of the plant, yes. Don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hands unfamiliar, your body unfamiliar, your mind alien even after all this time. Let's get some TV. Used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. It's time to feed Lamb Shank. Honestly, should have been the first thing you did after the plant, not the TV. Fill up the food bowl. Yeah, you eat that to lunch. Or is it breakfast? It's hard to tell. Can't tell how long she sleeps. Let's have a look outside. Lamshank likes it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungrier out here, more alien. That's just your paranoia from not wanting to go outside. I'm sure he's perfectly normal. Lamshank has decided it's time for fetch. Okay, let's go. That still freaks me out a bit. Who puts a pair of lips on their door? Here you go, boy. Yeah, who's a good pupper? Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all. Finished. But you have Lamshank now. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on wooden nails as you claw yourself out. No, you'll stay here. I mean, I'd use a hammer or a crowbar if I was going to try to get out. For however long that is. Time to go, Lamshank. I think you were actually throwing the ball one less time each time. He's not going to get much exercise if you keep doing it less and less. And for bed? Oh, that's weird. You can hear something. I can't hear anything, but let's check the radio anyway. Hello? What? Is anyone there? No, you're imagining things. It's not possible. Can't be. It's okay. I'm okay. Are you? Lamshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. You've never seen him like this before. Why is he scared? Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. Maybe you blacked out or something. You pet Lamshank, running fingers down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against them. You're so tired. What should you do? Well, in Dreamland, apparently all you can do is listen to the radio. Public service announcement again. People outside are marked, can only get in if you let them in. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in, she will hurt you. Wait, what? No, we'll let her in. Please, let me in. She's here. She's safe. She's... Do not let them in. They will hurt you. You have to let me in. We repeat, they will hurt you. I don't care. We'll let her in. Oh, come on. Open the door. Heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You're unable to open the door. You want to let her in, you do, but nothing feels real. Well, that's because this is a dream. But still, can't really do anything to you if it's a dream, so might as well let her in. Everything feels real. You try to move to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else, like you're no longer there. Like you're watching yourself like someone else would watch you. No, the logic tracks there. Just weirdly worded. Please, I'm so scared. So are you. White noise. White. You don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. Not safe. The screaming starts. You are brittle and this is what breaks you. Oh. Why is a closet now an option? I'm up, lamb shake. I'm up. Is anything real? Let's have a look-see. Is anything real? You gonna say it for the plant too? Anything real? You water the plant just in case. Is anything real? TV is on the fritz. Real or not, you need to feel... Well, at least you got some priorities right. Go ahead and fill it up. Make sure you give him some pets. Let's see. Coffee. Is anything real? Who's to say? There's a lot of philosophers here and there on the subject, but at the end of the day, it's more perception than anything else. Most important thing, though, is it's time for walkies. I keep expecting that thing to talk at some point. Probably will. Here you go. Go fetch Lampshake. If this is real, does it mean anything? Well... And what's worse, that this isn't real. Or that it is and it means nothing at all. Look, my personal philosophy is you make your own meaning. Whether or not anything's real, it still means something to you. Can't even remember what she looked like, how she smelt. Can't recall how she fit within these spaces. You're a little obsessed with how she smells. Time to go, Lampshade. Hey, you need to, like, go spend some time outdoors or something, like beyond the rooftop. And of course, don't forget to get yourself... Not a chance. Oh, come on. Don't be that way. You need something to eat. If nothing else, so you can take care of him. Pull back the covers to get into bed. You're already half asleep. There's the radio. Attention, citizens. Attention, citizens. The city has fallen. That's enough, Lampshade. In the coming months, we will be evacuating any remaining survivors. Lampshade, we might be able to leave. Oh, he's not too happy. Make sure you keep your radio on to receive pickup coordinates. Animals have been... Lampshade, what's wrong? He looks nervously around the room, flinching at the sound of the radio. We will tell you when it's safe to leave. It's okay. Let's get to bed. Everything is going to be okay. I doubt that. In all likelihood, they're going to have him put down if he does, if you do leave for the place. Get under the covers. For the first time, Lampshake doesn't join you. Anything but this. So is this a memory you keep revisiting, or are you just trying to work out the breakup? You can't open it. You turn your back against the door, then slide down until you're a pile on the floor. We repeat, do not let anything in. The screaming continues, on, and time passes and stops and starts, the radio cracking in and out of life, her screams softening, pleas getting weaker as the days stretch into each other. 2 weeks later, the radio goes quiet. So does she. Are you alone? White noise, nothing but the ringing in your head. Somehow the silence is worse than the screaming. I think probably because it means that she eventually gave up trying to reach out to you. Which makes me wonder which of you actually broke up with the other. Like, was it really just like one incident and then you dumped her because you thought, well, she could have actually hurt you? I don't know. I don't know enough of the backstory. All I can speculate is that she's obsessed with getting back and you're obsessed with remembering her but not wanting her back. It's not a very good combination. Oh, get out of bed. There we go. You wake slowly, you're used to Lampshade acting as an alarm, all wagging tail and doggy kisses. That's because he's a good boy. He's across the room staring out the balcony door at the sky above. Your dreams always return to her, though each time the memory is fuzzier, worn by time. Was she even marked? You'll never know. Water plant. Something burns in your chest, but you choke it down. Without you, the plant would die. Now time to feed him. Fill the bowl, but he doesn't come running. Lampshake, food time. He ignores you. Alright, something's definitely up now. Come on, you need to eat. We're leaving today. Remember, citizens, we have cleared the way. Pickup zone is... It's time to go. Let's have a look outside first. Weather looks kind of eldritch. Hope that doesn't put a damper on things. You never see this place again. Is that a good thing? Lampshade. What does leaving this place mean? What does the world look like outside these walls? Outside the city? I imagine mostly the same. Do you still belong out there? With people and their soft skin, soft hands, soft hearts? Will they now be as foreign to you as the sky? And it'll probably be that way at first, but... Oh, there it is, the door. Aw, you're making him upset. Come on, Lampshade. There was a time where slowly, one by one, people left. There were no boards then, just a closed door with the world outside growing further and further away. You didn't see them often, the few that remained with you, but you could hear them, human sounds that hummed in the background when you least expected. Pull down one of the boards. Hush, Lampshade. Noise had been comforting. You weren't alone, but they didn't last forever, and over time faded into nothing. They must have left, taking their chances in the city falling around them. Anything better than staying here, being inside, trapped like a rat in a cage, every day played out again and again until... I pulled down a second board. Now, why are you so against me going outside, Lambshank? You wanted me to play fetch on the roof a lot. Lambshank, that's enough. You've never yelled at Lambshank before. Shame blooms deep in the pit of your stomach, but you can't look at him. You know that if you see the fear and desperation in his eyes, you'll never leave. Last board. Beginning and an end, you think. You've been the one to put them there. A reminder to never leave as the city siren song promised an escape. You lay your hands on the door, palms sweaty against the cool glass. Lambshank, you ready? We're going on an adventure, boy. Aw, don't be like that. I'm sure it'll be fine. He's trembling uncontrollably, eyes darting around the room so fast they roll into the back of his head. Pull a key from your pocket, fit it in the lock, turn the handle. Oh, you got different. Lambshank lashes forward, closing his mouth on your sleeve. With a vicious yank, he pulls you backwards, away from the door. Yeah, fuck. Lambshank. Lambshank, what's going on? Every part of Lambshank looks like it's ready to fight. Lips peel back from gleaming teeth as saliva drips from a maw gaping and possibly open, wide enough to swallow someone whole. That's not happening at the moment. The moment he looks normal again. Lambshank. Knock, knock. No. Kent. Is your ex back again? Oh, I got control again. Okay. Inside. You're inside again. What happened? Lambshank runs to his abandoned food, a leftover of leftovers that she'd served still there, silent. Did it get you too? Did everyone else hear the radio? Follow its lure to the door? Lambshank happily devours the food, ghostly tongue scraping the dregs from the bottom of the bowl. Thank you, Lambshank. He jumps on the spot, proud to have protected you. Really, I mean it. I mean, you're not exactly protected yet. You took all the boards off and you unlocked the door. The only thing keeping it out is your door at the moment. Still, he's a good boy. Hold your horses. First, let's check the TV. Nothing. Check the radio. Nothing. Tonight or maybe tomorrow or maybe a week from now, you'll throw the radio from the rooftop. Lambshank was right to be afraid. I'm not entirely sure he was. But then again, I'm not entirely sure if he's a good eldritch abomination or a bad one when he, gets a gaping maw just from you going outside the apartment. And you just go back to this in-between life of fetch and half-consumed coffee? Is it really that easy? Well, let's see. I'm gonna exit. And I'm gonna go left, just to see what's happening. Like, best case scenario, there's nothing going on. Alright, apparently not. Well, it was worth a shot. And I move slow. I wonder if there was a way to speed up. I'm coming. Just was checking if it was possible to leave. Alright, get the ball, boy. You've gotten used to the violet light beating down from above. The creature seems satisfied, if such a thing is possible. It's not roiling in the clouds, instead breathing slowly around the tips of skyscrapers. Longest, softest breath you ever felt vibrate through your bones. Is this it? Is this everything? I mean, it might not be everything, but it's still pretty nice. Is this where you must remain? I mean, there's worse fates. You got a nice doggo. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if he's trustworthy when he can mutate like that. But at the same time, he seems to actually like you, and there's plenty of food still, apparently. I'm not sure if anything actually is real, like you said. That thing could be an illusion. This all could be like you dealing with the stress of a bad breakup. Or it could be that a bad breakup happened and then the end of the world happened. Anyway, that was pretty interesting. That's all the time I got for now. I'll see you all later. Take care, and bye-bye.